All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Deal Hound Club, and I am excited to share some findings with you guys. So, before we go much further, we just want to go over a couple of these. Obviously, I knew this work truck would sell pretty quick. That one is sold. This pickup sold. I knew that would sell quick. The LS 400 that sold quick. Uh, yeah, I was expecting quite a few of these to sell. Oh, this F250, that was just too clean for that kind of money. That one sold pretty quick. I'm surprised the Prism hasn't sold. Obviously, the 4Runner sold. So yeah, let's just jump into the deals. We got some deals right here. So the first one is going to be the 71 Cutlass. Now this is the money shot. Obviously, somebody put a lot of time under the hood, and unfortunately, the rest of it is not so much. So I wish there was a little bit more interior shots, but it is a bucket seat center console car, so that's important. And I think that finding a grill for this wouldn't be too hard. It does look like it's got wheels and tires, so I think the rest of it has the look. I'm just not sure on the 5,000. I'd rather be in it at 3,500. I'd be all over it at 3,500, but I'm just not sure at 5,000. I think that 5,000 is a little much for it. But if you can talk him down, I think you could probably turn this one for a decent profit. You're not going to double your money or anything, but you could probably list this one about 775 and getting it running. Obviously, like the hoses aren't hooked up or anything like this, so you got to get this figured out and get this thing running. But make this a running and driving car. You could probably get 75 for it with a grill in it. All right, so next one. Again, these are too cheap. This isn't going to last very long. This is a 4-wheel drive. It is a long bed extended cab for $5,000. And it does run, has a 460 under the hood. Looks like he said the rear end has been rebuilt, as well as the front end. And it is a fuel injected 460. Yeah, I think this one's too cheap, honestly. This one, should be closer to $8,000. I don't think he presents it well enough. Stuff like this, shots like this, do not present it. You clean this interior out, detail this thing out, clean up the dash, get rid of all the dirt, put a seat cover on it if you need to. But see, he didn't even have a shot of the fuel injected 460. So he's focused on the negatives, which I understand, but there's not that many negatives on it. And he wrote in here about the positives, but people don't read the description usually until after they go through the pictures. So remember that. They're going to go through the pictures, and if they like what they see, they'll read more. And so make sure you get the money shot. Get the fuel injected 460 under the hood. Get a clean looking interior under the hood. Clean up these wheels. Get this thing, looking good. Anyway, this is 8,500. You could probably make $3,000 on this truck pretty easy. Okay, this one is another one I'm torn on. Smokey and the Bandit 78 Trans Am. Unfortunately, it's not a T-top. If it was a T-top, I'd for sure say yes. But here's the money shot. Right here. It's a 4-speed. Man, it is hard to find a 4-speed. So, obviously, it's missing a door. I just went blank on the name. I can't believe it. I just... you know what I'm talking about. Needs a door cover here and door panel. Door panel. Needs a door panel on this thing. It does have rusty quarters down low. I'm a little unsure on this one just because the money is just so high for something that's this rusty. But these things done are going for 25 to 35, somewhere in there. I don't know. There is room to be made on this, but you're not going to knock a home run, I don't think. You're not going to double your money or anything. It's not going to feel like Christmas morning. but you can make some money on this one. I still would knock him down. I'd want to be in this thing at 5,500 is where I'd like to be. If I was at 5,500, I would just list this at 8,500, clean it up, put a door panel on it. I wouldn't even fix the rust. I would just put a grill in it, get this fixed, get the rest of it looking presentable, and yeah, that's what I would focus on, and then list it for 8,500. Okay, moving on. Here's another one that is not going to knock a home run, but this is still too cheap. Price drop for quick sale, title in hand. This is $2,700 for a 87 Suzuki Samurai. It runs good. Looks like he's put some money into the carburetor and got this thing running good. But because it's in Arizona, it does have a pretty rust-free tub. Look at that. There's no rust on this tub. So you got something going for you here. Again, these running and driving in this condition, you can get anywhere between 4,500 and 6,500, usually for the hardtop ones. But if you made this presentable, which it's pretty close to presentable now. Let me look at the interior again here. Yeah, it's pretty close to presentable. I would, obviously detail it up, clean it up a little bit, but yeah, this one is close. I mean, you without touching it, just washing it and cleaning it, and you could probably get 45 for it. Or list it for 45 and take 4. Make quick $1,500 on it. So, all right. Next one. Okay, so this one was interesting. Here's another one where they didn't take advantage of the money shots. The motor runs great. A Ford shop in Oregon rebuilt the whole motor, so it's got a whole rebuilt motor, so I would want receipts on that and any paperwork you have on it. And here's the interesting part. It's a fuel-injected 351 Windsor. So I don't know why he doesn't even bring that up in the ad. I mean, he does 351 here, but he doesn't say fuel injected. This is a newer truck motor. I would take some better shots of this for sure. It's got the look. It's got the size with the big meats on it. Oh, wait a minute. I am so sorry, guys. Motor only. Never mind. I thought this was for the whole dead gun thing. I'm sorry, guys. It's getting late here. I'm trying to get these out as fast as I can before the deals sell, and I didn't even notice that. I apologize. Waste of time. Moving on. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, this one is a 68 Vet. This is a good deal. It is a 4-speed 327 with T-tops. And 68 is a very desirable year. 68, 69, these are very desirable. I think there's a lot of money to be made on this one if done right. Yeah, see this? Detail this out. Yeah, I would detail this out. I would get the air condition working. That wouldn't take much. Clean it up, detail out the interior, get it off of flat tires, get this thing rolling, and you're looking at an $18,000 to $20,000 car. Pretty easy, because completely done and nice, these things are selling for 30 to 40. So you should be able to get half of that, get 18 to 20, just by making it a nice driver. And it doesn't look like it would take much to make that happen. All right, next one, Amarillo, Texas. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so this one was a V8 for $3,500. Not bad. V8 automatic. I wish I had more shots. It doesn't run, I don't think. Yeah, it was non-running. Yeah. All right, turns over freely, but it doesn't run. So I don't think it would take much to get this thing running. Heck. But clean this up, get all this crap out of the interior. it looks like the transmission is probably sitting in the car. But anyway, anytime you can get a V8 Mustang, 60, early 60s for under $5,000, you're doing good. So it does have the look. It's got a good, decent color to it. Yeah, I think that you could make some money on this one. All right, next one. This one, oh, okay, so this one, oh, let's go back. I actually talked about this yesterday in the ad here. I actually talked about how terrible these pictures were and how this wasn't going to sell because they didn't take good pictures. But note the license plate on this thing, and note the interior. See how it's kind of like this brown and white. Okay, so go back up here and take a look at this. So these are the same car with new pictures taken. This is what I was talking about. Get the thing out there and take some decent pictures of the car. They dropped it $500 and they took decent pictures of the car. This is still easily a $25,000 ride. I think that see, this is the license plate. That was the same license plate. So same car, dropped it $500. I'd offer them $18,500 and then listed it $26,500. Yeah, this is a clean car. Look at that interior, guys. Yeah, nice. Yeah, this is a really nice car. Yep, I'd for sure jump on this. This is a good deal. All right, next one is Impala SS. Okay, so the reason I jumped on this one is the miles, 55,000 miles, but it does have everything works on it except transmission. Transmission does not shift into overdrive. That's an easy fix actually on these. The 700 R4s on these. So I would just get the transmission fixed and you've got a $20,000 car. So with that miles, anything under 70,000 miles is usually hitting between I would say $17,000 and $20,000 on these Impala SSs. And the interior is clean enough. Look at that steering wheel. You can tell that this has been well taken care of. It is a one owner, if I remember right. Yes, it's a one owner car with a clean title. I think that this is a no-brainer. I think you can easily flip this, fix that, get that seat fixed, get that sewed up. I don't know what happened there. But yeah. Yep, that's a good one. You could see 8, 16. Yeah, you could almost double your money on this one. Yeah. Okay, you're looking for a good work truck? Here you go. Guys, there's nothing wrong with this truck other than it needs a CV axle, he says. Usually it's up in the front. They tend to break those. But it is a V10, but I'll tell you what, this is a great work truck. It's a crew cab with a utility bed on it. You could buy or flip this. The last one I had that was just like this, except it was had a utility bed. It didn't look this good actually. It was a white one, and the bed wasn't this nice. See how it's got the nice hinges and stuff? My bed wasn't this nice, and mine was a crew cab. F250 with a 5.4. This one's got the V10 in it, and I sold it for $8,500, but it had 200,000 miles on it, like 198. So with 283, you might want to drop that a little bit, but you could still get 65 to 75 for this thing. So yeah, I think he's too low on this, and you could be able to flip that. Make some money on that one. Okay, and the last one for today is an F550 Lariat with this utility bed on it. I like this custom utility bed on it. But here's the money shot. Well, he doesn't actually give the money shot. That's another one. Here's another one that doesn't do it. It's got a 12-valve Cummins in it with a manual transmission, and it needs a clutch. Most of these running and driving with a Cummins in them are going for upper over 20 grand. So 20, 25 grand, depending on how the interior looks. Putting a clutch in this thing is not much at all. You're talking about $1,000, 1,500 maybe to put a clutch in this, and you're golden. And so I would obviously put a clutch in it, put some new tires on it, and I'd list this thing for 24.9. And then obviously get some shots of the freaking Cummins under the hood, the money shot. Oh, it's a Lariat too. That's what I liked about this one. A lot of them I found were XLs, but this one being a Lariat means it's got leather loaded interior with a 6-speed manual. So that's going to be a good truck to get. And it's the first year, 2006. So it's the first year that they did the coils instead of the leaf spring on the front. So you got a tighter turning radius. This is a more desirable suspension setup on these Super Duties. So yeah, this is nothing that stands out that's negative on this one to me. This is a good money shot. This is a good money shot. This is a good truck to get and flip. There's plenty of room on this one to make good money. And drive it for a while. Heck, you could drive this for a year and still sell it for $25,000. Drive it for 2 years, still sell it for $25,000, I think. So yeah, this is a good truck. I'd say that's a winner. So those are the ones I have for today. If I had to pick just one to buy, well, I really want that Cadillac, but honestly, I'd take this work truck. Just because of the oh dang, I forgot about this Corvette too. Yeah, you can make about $8 grand on the Corvette. Yeah, you can make more on the truck. Yeah, I think I'd go with the F550. That's a no-brainer, guys. All right, hopefully that worked for you guys. I will holler at you later. And again, if you guys have anything or are looking for anything that you want me to find a good deal on for you, post what you're looking for down below, and I will see what I can find. I'll put it into my search terms. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.